Janice, I apologize to you if I don't seem real eager to jump into a forced, awkward, intimate situation that people like to call dating. And all the while, you're just really wondering, are we going to get hopped up enough to make some bad decisions?
Well, Vince Vaughn seems excited to have made some bad decisions, but which college basketball players potentially made some bad decisions? Shea Pepler, Jordan Cornette here inside our Campus Insider studios. And Jay, with April 27th, yesterday being the final day for players to declare for the NBA draft, who potentially made a bad decision?
Well, Shea, there's a lot of bad decisions in life, and there's also good decisions. And I think you know a little bit about good decisions, but you also know a little bit about bad decisions.
Where are you going with this?
I think when I think about a bad decision Shea Pepler's made, take a look at that monitor. I mean, what were you thinking? You look like Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade.
I'm never going to live this down, ever.
I mean, horrible. But I digress. Let's talk about the NBA. 3 guys that come to mind that would have benefited from staying in college and making a bad decision going to the NBA. The first guy I think of, LaQuinton Ross. His senior season would have benefited this guy. An average finisher at best, not very explosive, struggles at times defensively. A late first rounder right now with the potential to go undrafted. Would have benefited by coming back for his senior season. Another guy, the freshman, Tyler Ennis. Now this guy is probably a lottery pick, so by all means seems like a great decision. A prototypical point guard, a great penetrator, good defensive instincts, but I believe he needs to develop more physically. I think he lacks that muscle and that explosiveness, and he could be exploited early on in his career in the NBA by more veteran point guards. Speaking of youngsters, Zach LaVine from UCLA, the freshman. This guy is one of the best athletes in all of college basketball. Now that's an outdated phrase because he's no longer involved with college basketball because he chose to go to the NBA. Now this is a guy that resembles Russell Westbrook in the transition in the open floor, but he's so young and immature, and I think this guy needs to develop, quite frankly, as a human being first because he's so young. I don't think he's ready for the NBA yet. I don't think he has developed that all-around game. Another year in college would help him benefit, already having that athleticism. So I think that's a bad decision for him. All 3 of those guys, we would have loved to have you still in college.
It is on, my friend. You just wait and see. All right, speaking of UCLA, one guy that decided to stay in Westwood was Jordan Adams, tweeting this: blessed to have the opportunity to play for UCLA one more year. However, he has now decided to turn pro. Jordan, good decision or bad decision?
Well, I guess he's no longer blessed because he's not coming back to UCLA for one more year. I mean, when you look at it, I think Jordan Adams, it's simply a bad decision because Kyle Anderson leaves, Zach LaVine's gone. It had a chance to be your show out there, Jordan Adams. I think you had the opportunity to showcase your entire game, not just as a scorer. So I think he's missing out on an opportunity to really impress scouts. And right now, he's a late first rounder as well.
Finally, Coach Calipari got some good news when he found out the Harrison twins are coming back to Lexington next year. Good decision or bad decision?
Neither. A phenomenal decision. An absolute home run decision. It makes Kentucky one of the best teams in the country coming back next season. These guys displayed great decision making throughout the entire, not the entire college basketball season. Down the stretch they did. They continued that momentum, deciding to come back to college for one more year. I think these guys will be great basketball players for an entire season. They'll showcase a consistent play, which has been most in question with these guys.
Right. Jordan Cornette, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And while we're talking NBA draft, the NFL draft has been trending lately. Be sure to check out my trend tracker only on CampusInsiders.com.